All right. So we have another problem that we're going to solve. They gave us -10, and that is going to be equal to 2/10 times c minus 3. So first thing we need to do is get rid of that parentheses. So I'm going to multiply 2/10 times each term inside of the parentheses. What I end up with is going to be -10 is equal to 0.2c. So 0.2c is going to be so we got 0.2 times c, and then we have 2/10 times 3. Um, so if you wanted to plug it into your calculator, you could, but I know that 2 times 3 is going to be 6. And then there's going to be one number to the right of the decimal. So that's the same thing as 0.6. All right, and then I have a positive times a positive, which gives me a positive times a negative, that gives me a negative. So this is what our equation looks like while it's simplified. All right, now, do we have our variable by itself? No, we don't. So we know that we're going to use PEMDAS in reverse order for us to figure out what the value of C is. So first, let's start off with addition or subtraction. I see that we're subtracting zero point 0.6 or 6/10. So I'm going to add 6/10 to both sides. So plus 0.6. And then when I subtract these two, you can use a calculator if you need it. But basically, if I have 10 and I take away 6/10, I know that I'm going to be left with 4/10, right? So I no longer have 10. I'm down to 9. So that's going to be 9.4. Okay. And remember, the reason I'm using subtraction is because they are going in opposite directions. Okay. Now, the larger number 10 is negative. So I need this to be a negative. And then that is going to be equal to 0.2c. And the variable is still not isolated because it's being multiplied by 2/10. So to undo that, I'm going to divide both sides by 0.2. Okay. And then if I plug this into my calculator, or if you know how to do it manually or mentally, go on and do it that way. But that would be 9.4 divided by uh, 0.2. Um, I didn't put the sign in there, but I know that it's going to be a negative, right? Because I see a negative and a positive. Okay. So there's 47. So this is 47 just for the quantity. And then remember again, a negative divided by a positive is going to give me a negative result. All right. 2/10 divided by 2/10, that cancels out and that becomes 1 like we wanted to in our multiplication and division. And then that is the result for C. So C is going to be equal to -47 for the answer here.